my name is BarbouRoske. Rarely at events like this without my partner, Dawn. She's teaching today, and my two children. I've got, well, as of yesterday, a 12-year-old daughter. She just turned 12 yesterday. And I have a 7.5-year-old daughter, and they are both in school today. But I really wanted to have this opportunity to come and talk to you all and let you know what this last 20 years has been to me, as well as this last year. I met Dawn almost 20 years ago, and it was one of those corny, love at first sight kind of things, and we knew right away, this is the one, this is the person I'm going to spend my life with. And we dreamt of being able to get legally married, and at that time, it wasn't a possibility, but we always believed in our hearts that that was something that was going to happen. We lived as a married couple, even though we didn't have that legal protection. We spent the money on having, legal protections drawn up, power of attorney, the things that we would need so that when we traveled, if something happened, we would have protection. But it wasn't the same, and it was important, but we needed more than that. And it was imperative that we continue a journey to achieve equal rights. As I said, we lived as a married couple, and eventually we had children. My oldest daughter was born prematurely, and she had one legal parent when she was born, but she had two parents, and it wasn't right that we had to then hire more lawyers and jump through more hoops and more paperwork and whatnot. When this child was born into what we considered a married family, that was hard. That was 12 years ago. We came to Iowa and we adopted Bree, and we were fortunate, and we were able to do a joint adoption. And so she has known this two-mom family and one-sister family from the start, and that's been a very fortunate thing, and that's meant a lot. But it still wasn't the same. The girls, would go to school and they would hear their peers talk about, went to a wedding this past weekend of my aunt or of my uncle or, whoever, and so-and-so's parents just, are married, or things like that. Kids notice those things. Kids are very aware, and it was hard for them. They wanted to be able to say we were married, and they knew we were married in our hearts, but they also understood there's something still that we need, and they're very aware of those things. So it was super important to us that we get our children to understand that no matter what, we are a family, but we need to fight. We need to stand up, and we need to say we are here, and we do have value in our community. We deserve the right to be able to say we are married. April 3rd, as you know, we were in Des Moines, and to hear that ruling, and the fact that it was a unanimous ruling, it's a feeling that I can't describe. It was incredible. And the girls were over the moon about it, and it was a riot on the way home. It's a 2-hour drive from Des Moines back to Iowa City. Bree and McKinley had so many plans of what the wedding was going to look like. Not necessarily exactly what Dawn and I were thinking. That's why frequently you get married before children, because they have more control in what's going to happen. But because we have kids, it was important that the kids be a part of the plan. And what an opportunity. It ended up as being such a beautiful thing that they actually got to participate in talking about and planning and what they had in mind. And we did have a very kid-friendly ceremony, and we chose a place that there was a playground so that we could have our ceremony, and then the kids didn't have to be formal. They could go play. And we told the girls, if you get dirty, you get dirty. We don't care. It's about celebration. And that is what Dawn and my marriage was. It is a celebration. It is a legal tie between the two of us, and it's priceless. To the point that Bree actually asked, are we going to get married again this year? No. Just the other day, McKinley had friends over to the house, and she was showing, she's very into pictures and I guess family history right now. And she was going around and showing pictures to this friend, and she said, and I played the violin at my mom's wedding. And that's something that she had said since first grade when she started playing the violin. Someday I'm going to play at your wedding. And that's something that Dawn and I have carried with us, and wanted her to have that opportunity, and we wanted to have that opportunity to stand there, you know, entering into this legal, lifelong relationship, and you know, be able to see her and the pride, and it's, I mean, it's an amazing feeling. It's been a gift not only to Dawn and me, but to our children and to us as a family, and also to the community. And it's been, you know, they can say, my parents are married, and there's no price you can put on that. There's no going back. It's, you know, we ran into an interesting thing just before spring break this year. Said we're going to go away for a couple of days, and you know, Dawn and I were looking at where can we go that we will still have that marriage right. There's not that many places right now, and it was interesting. McKinley overheard. You know, my kids' ears are huge; they can pick up everything, and she was asking, so what happens? And you know, why is it when you leave the state that your marriage doesn't exist? You guys are married, and that's a tough one to explain to a kid. It's not fair, but you know, we have taken a step, and we are here in Iowa, and we are incredibly proud, and I feel so fortunate that we were able to be a part of this. We celebrated every day in my house. We celebrated it seemed like every weekend last summer going to weddings, and it was great, and they are celebrations. My kids feel now that you are supposed to stand up, cheer, hoot and holler at a wedding, because that's what they saw, because they are celebrations. And like I say, I'm just grateful to be here and be a part of this. Thank you.